Emma loved the quiet park behind her house. It was her favorite place to read, draw, or just sit and listen to the sounds of nature. But one day, something extraordinary happened. As she sat beneath the oldest tree in the park, its gnarled branches swaying in the breeze, she heard a faint whisper. "Hello, Emma." Emma jumped, looking around. The park was empty. "Who's there?" she called out. "It's me, the tree," the voice replied. Emma blinked in disbelief. "You can talk?" "Only to those who listen," the tree said with a chuckle. "I have many stories to tell, if you're willing to hear them." Her curiosity piqued. Emma nodded. "I want to hear your stories." "Then sit closer," the tree said. "And let's begin." The tree's voice became softer, almost like a song. Long ago, a princess wandered into this park. She was kind but lonely, searching for a place to belong. One day, while sitting under my branches, she lost her crown. Emma leaned forward. What happened next? The crown wasn't just any crown, it had the power to grant wishes, the tree continued. Without it, the princess couldn't return to her kingdom. She searched for days, but couldn't find it. Did she ever get it back? Emma asked eagerly. The tree sighed. No, but the crown is still here, buried deep beneath my roots. Emma's eyes widened. It's still here? Why hasn't anyone dug it up? The crown chooses who can find it, the tree said. Perhaps one day, someone like you will uncover it. Emma looked at the ground, wondering if she was meant to be the one. The next day, Emma returned to the tree with a small notebook and pencil. Do you have another story? She asked. Yes, the tree replied. But this one comes with a clue. From within the bark, a small piece of parchment emerged, fluttering down into Emma's hands. What is this? She asked, unfolding the paper. It's a map, the tree said. It leads to the place where the princess hid her most precious treasure. Emma studied the map. It showed the park and a path that led to a clearing she had never noticed before. Will you follow it? The tree asked. Emma nodded, her heart racing. I'll go now. Following the map, Emma walked deeper into the park. The familiar paths soon gave way to overgrown trails, and the air grew cooler. After what felt like hours, she reached a clearing surrounded by tall trees. At its center stood a stone pedestal covered in moss. This must be it, Emma whispered, stepping closer. The pedestal had carvings of stars and moons, along with an inscription, "Only those with a pure heart may reveal the truth." What does it mean? Emma asked aloud. The tree's voice echoed faintly in her mind. Place your hand on the pedestal and focus on your intentions. Emma hesitated, but did as the tree instructed. The stone felt warm under her touch, and a soft glow began to emanate from its surface. As the pedestal glowed, Emma felt a wave of light surround her. She closed her eyes, and when she opened them, she was no longer in the clearing. She stood in a grand hall, its walls lined with golden vines. At the far end of the room, the princess from the tree's story sat on a throne. You found me, the princess said, her voice kind and gentle. Is this real? Emma asked, her voice trembling. In a way, the princess replied. This is a memory, a part of the past that still lingers in the park. Emma looked around, amazed. Why did you hide the crown? To protect it, the princess said. The crown's power can bring great joy or sorrow, depending on who wields it. Can I find it? Emma asked. The princess smiled faintly. That is for you to decide. The vision faded, and Emma found herself back in the clearing. The pedestal still glowed faintly, and she noticed a small opening at its base. Inside the opening was a key made of silver, shaped like a crescent moon. What does this unlock? Emma wondered aloud. The test is not yet over, the tree's voice whispered. The key opens the path to the crown, but only if your heart is true. Emma held the key tightly. How do I prove my heart is true? By choosing kindness and courage over fear and greed, the tree replied. Emma nodded, determined. She followed a faint trail that led to a hidden door in the roots of another large tree. The silver key fit perfectly into the lock, and the door creaked open, revealing a staircase leading downward. Emma descended the staircase, her footsteps echoing in the dim light. The air was cool, and the walls were lined with intricate carvings of the forest and its creatures. At the bottom, she entered a circular chamber. In the center stood a pedestal, and atop it rested the princess's crown, glowing softly with golden light. Emma stepped forward, but as she reached for the crown, a voice boomed through the chamber. "Why do you seek the crown?" Emma froze. The voice seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. I want to understand its story," Emma said honestly. "I don't want to take its power, just to protect it." The voice paused, then said, "Many have sought the crown for selfish reasons. Your answer shows wisdom. You may approach." Emma's hands trembled as she picked up the crown. It felt warm, almost alive. As Emma held the crown, a gentle light filled the chamber. A figure appeared before her, shimmering like sunlight on water. It was the spirit of the crown, a guardian who had protected its magic for centuries. "You have proven yourself worthy," the spirit said. "The crown's power is not for you to wield, but for you to protect. Will you accept this responsibility?" Emma nodded. "I will. But how do I keep it safe?" "The crown belongs to the forest," the spirit replied. "It will guide you in your role as its protector." The spirit raised a hand, and the crown's light dimmed. It no longer shone with magic, but its beauty remained. "This will ensure it is hidden from those who seek its power," the spirit said. Emma carefully carried the crown back to the surface. As she approached the whispering tree, its branches swayed gently in greeting. "You have done well," the tree said. "The crown is safe, and the forest is at peace." Emma placed the crown at the tree's roots, where it seemed to sink into the earth as if it belonged there. "What happens now?" Emma asked. "You have become a part of the story," the tree replied, "and the forest will always be with you." Emma smiled, feeling a deep connection to the park and its secrets. In the weeks that followed, Emma returned to the park often, sitting under the whispering tree and listening to its stories. The tree told her tales of the forest's past, of the people who had come before her, and of the magic that still lingered in its roots. Though she never saw the crown again, Emma knew it was safe. The forest seemed brighter, its paths more inviting, as if it too had found peace. Emma realized that her own story had changed. She felt braver, more connected to the world around her. And whenever she needed guidance, the tree's whispers were always there to remind her that magic was never far away.